If you're familiar with the world of tokusatsu, the name Akira Ifukube might already sound familiar to you, especially if you're as big a fan as I am of Toho films made during the Showa period. Famously known for his frequent collaborations with director Ishiro Honda, Ifukube created some of the most memorable soundtracks audiences have heard from Japanese cinema, most notably from Toho's famous Godzilla franchise, among other notable entries involving kaiju or other supernatural entities. The titular monster's theme, the military marches, the requiem during a character or monster's demise, all stand out to audiences just as much as the movie itself. Some fans probably don't even know this, but he was also the one who created Godzilla's signature roar, rubbing the strings of a contrabass with a leather glove coated with jelly. Now for my reason for making this video. While Akira Ifukube's work is nothing short of incredible, even John Carpenter hailed the Godzilla movies as having the best soundtracks he'd ever heard in cinema. Ifukube also had a tendency to reuse a lot of his older works for other, later entries in his career. Either by changing a few notes or altering the tempo, the essence and soul of his former works can be found in his other involvements with cinema, even ones made decades after the fact. A few examples of this are as follows. The military march from the original Godzilla movie would later be used in 1959's Battle in Outer Space, and again in 1965's Invasion of Astro Monster, aka Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. The battle music from Battle in Outer Space, aka The Great Space War, was one example of Ifukube taking various tracks from previous works and compiling them together for a new score. But more on that a bit later. I guess it's expected of a Godzilla sequel to use a recreated track from a prior installment. In 1964's Mothra vs. Godzilla, there's a scene where the characters are scanning an area for radiation. This was actually the scene that inspired me to make this video, after I recognized the music in the background. The following year, that music became part of Frankenstein's theme in Frankenstein vs. Baragon, aka Frankenstein Conquers the World. Fast forward another 10 years, for 1975's Terror of Mechagodzilla, and it became the theme for Katsura Mifune. And also the theme for Titanosaurus. When the military was preparing to bury Godzilla, Operation Burial was used for the scene. Slowing down the tempo and lowering a few notes, the track later became the theme for Mechani-Kong. Does this ominous melody from Battle in Outer Space ring any bells? Well, it should, because it was the blueprint for what later became Ghidorah's theme. A piece of it can even be heard in Frankenstein vs. Baragon, in the scene where the three main leads are searching for Frankenstein in the woods. Ghidorah's theme is preceded by a modified track from 1958's Varan the Giant Monster. In King Kong Escapes, the titular monster has a new theme heard in the movie. But it's not original. Ifukube created it through an amalgamation and reworking of the themes for Ghidorah and Frankenstein.